Good morning, students. I am Madhuri. So today I'll explain about DSBSA modulation. So this is revision topics because they are important for your exam point of view. So this is the balanced modulator block diagram. So this is the generation of DSBSA double sideband suppressed carrier. Okay. So this is the first balanced modulator, generation of balanced modulator. The first topic is balanced in DSBSC. Okay, so this is a block diagram. So here we have AM modulator. Two AM modulators are used parallelly. Okay, means they are balancing the negative and positive signs of the input signal. Okay, so that's why they are called a balanced modulator. So here M of t is a message signal to which it is passing through an AM modulator. The same thing M of t, this is for negative waves, AM demodulator. Okay, and for this we are having a joint which we are giving to an oscillator. What here we are using an oscillator. What is the use of this oscillator is to generate more number of signals within the given input signal. Okay, so AC cos 2 pi fc of t is M of t, AC cos 2 pi mf of t. This is for minus, this is for plus, this is the M of t values. Okay, so what is the function of this is once the waves, so what is the function of this is once the wave is passed, okay, through this modulator, again the oscillator will be generating one positive and one negative by joining these two modulator at center point here. Okay, this center point is very useful. Whenever we are getting any modulation signals, it will be sent to the oscillator and it will generate. Okay, but after the modulation is sent, we are giving to the summation S1 of t and S2 of t. S1 of t is the signal after modulation of a positive, and S2 of t is after modulation for a negative. So when this will be summed up by using a summation, okay, there we are adding positive and negative signals, and finally we are giving a DSBSC output. Double signed DSBSC is nothing but double sideband suppressed carrier, where the carrier is suppressed in this because if the carrier is more, the noise will be more in the signal. So how much we want the carrier will be taken and remaining carrier signal will be suppressed. And why we are calling as a double suppressed, okay, sideband, double sideband. Why? Because it is called a double sideband where we have upper and lower bands in this DSBSC. And if you see the equation, standard equation for the DSBSC is, so S1 of t is equal to AC 1 plus Ka m of t cos 2 pi fc of t. This is the equation of a standard AM modulation. If you see our previous classes, I told S of t is equal to AC. This is a standard equation for the AM signal. The same thing here we are applying, but here there we have a only single waveform S of t. Here we will have S1 of t and S2 of t. Okay, what is Ka? Amplitude sensitivity. Ka is amplitude sensitivity. AC 1 plus Ka m of t into cos 2 pi fc of t. And the output of summary is S of t is equal to S1 of t minus S2 of t. Okay, so we are going to, so this is the output of the summer S1 of t minus S2 of t. Just we need to do minus of S1 and S2. So you will get the equation S of t is equal to 2AC Ka m of t cos 2 pi fc of t. Okay, this we are getting by S1 of t minus S2 of t. You will get this. Okay, now the balanced modulation output is equal to the product of M of t and C of t. Okay, M of t and C of t by the scaling factor of 2 Ka, where Ka is the amplitude sensitivity. Now we need to do Fourier transform for the equation 1. If you do a Fourier transform for that equation, you will get 2ac Ka by 2. Always when you do a Fourier, it will by 2. So 2ac Ka by 2 into m of f minus fc plus m of f plus fc plus. So this is a frequency level of fc is called the center frequency. To maximum level the frequency can increase. Okay, so this is a Fourier transform of the standard S of t. From this equation you get AC Ka m of f minus fc plus m plus f plus fc. So same this equation when we are, this is a spectrum, Fourier transfer spectrum series, the same thing we can represent in the diagram also. So this is a spectrum diagram of DSBSC, where Fc is a centered frequency, Fc minus W, Fc plus W, and AC Ka m of t. So the maximum centered frequency up to a maximum level, it can increase from minus to plus is this much. Okay, so this is called double sideband. Here we are getting double sidebands, whereas in AM we will get only one sideband. Okay, here we get a double sidebands. That is the main advantage of this, but here the noise will be more, so we need to reduce that. Okay, so this is the basic, but it's very important basic modulation technique. So they may ask you to explain the DSBSC modulator using balanced modulator, okay, or explain balanced modulator in DSBSC, double sideband suppressed carrier. Okay, so here the carrier is suppressed. Okay, next we will see in demodulation of DSBSC. This is a modulation and this is a demodulation of DSBSC. So what is a demodulation technique? We need to convert the modulated signal into an original signal. Okay, so coherent detection of DSBSC. So here the coherent detection is nothing but here we are using a phased lock loop. Okay, so this is a basic block diagram of a demodulator, where we have a product modulator, a local oscillator, and LPF. This is a basic diagram. So here we are using a product modulator to multiply the local oscillator value, and indirectly we are giving a carrier value also through product modulator and S of t to the product modulator. And after the product modulator, once multiply this two, we are going to give to a low pass filter, because if we want only low pass filter, means low frequency bandwidth, so we are using this LPF. Okay, so V naught of t, that is the output, is equal to cos of 2 pi fc of t plus pi. Okay, AC cos 2 pi fc of pi. This is generated by this local oscillator, which is multiplied and given to the LPF. The LPF will stop higher carrier frequency, suppress the higher carrier, and allows the low frequencies to the output V naught of t. So now the V naught of t is equal to cos 2 pi fc of t plus pi. Now product modulator output is given, V of t is equal to S of t into cos 2 pi fc of t plus pi. S of t is nothing but the input signal. This is the input S of t into cos of 2 pi fc of t plus nothing but this is a carrier. Indirectly we are saying as a carrier, and also we are giving a local oscillator to it. So S of t into M of t we can call it. That is nothing but V of t. Now we know that this AC cos 2 pi fc of t plus M of t. How we know this? This is by using a AM modulation. Now substitute this second equation in 1. Means where there is V of t. Okay. V of t is equal to what of S of t into this one. So what is S of t value? AC cos 2 pi fc of t into M of t. Okay. In this I have substituted this value in this. Okay, now if you see, observe this equation. This equation is in the form of cos A and cos B. Cos A and cos B. So that's why cos A cos B is cos of A minus B plus by 2. Now I am just writing this equation in terms of cos A cos B. Okay, what you will get, AC m of t, AC m of t by 2 cos of 2 pi fc of b means cos A minus B. Okay, 1 by 2 cos A minus B plus 1 by 2 cos A plus B. Okay, the same like this. Here they have divided by 2, here we are dividing by 8 and every term. Okay, next is, now here after this point, AC square m of t is equal to cos phi plus AC square m of t by 2 cos 4 pi fc of t. So if you observe from this equation, we get AC m of t by 2 into cos phi. Sorry, it is not square here, it is AC only. AC m of t by 2 cos phi. Okay, cos phi from this, and this is from 2 pi fc of t plus phi. So this is the third equation. Now we are going to do again a Fourier transforms on both sides of the equation. We get v of f is equal to AC by 2 m of f cos phi plus AC by 4 m of f plus 2 fc. So this is a Fourier transform of that previous equation. So this is here what they are going to say is, when bandwidth is greater than WHS, then the width should be greater than 0. Okay, now the output of LPF is V naught of t is equal to AC square by 2 cos pi m of t. So this is the output of the LPF. This is the output of the V naught of t is the output before we are going to send to the LPF. Okay, so these terms they have removed only this one, because this is a higher frequency. The higher frequency will be stopped, only the lower frequency. So that is the lower frequency which we are getting here. AC square by 2 cos pi m of t, where V naught is in proportional to m of t, where phi is equal to phase error. And this is a spectrum of this V of f, and the width is 2W AC by 2 m of 0 cos phi. So this is a DSBSC detection, coherent detection of DSBSC, where we are using a balanced modulator and low pass filter, and this is a spectrum analysis of this waveform. Okay, now next topic is, we will see the power equation of this DSBSC. How is the power? So here, since carrier is absent, why? Because we are suppressing the carrier. So the carrier is absent here. So the power in the modulated signal is PT is equal to PLSB, that is lower sideband plus upper sideband. Okay, PT is the total power. So lower sideband AC square mu square by 8 plus AC square mu square by 8. So this is a, how we got this 8. If you see the previous power equation of AM, you will understand that. Okay, so AC square mu square by 4, from where we are getting 2 force volts. AC square mu square by 4. Now PT is equal to PC into mu square by 2. This is the power equation of the DSB-SC, whereas PC into 1 plus mu square by 2 is the power equation in AM. Okay, so percentage of power saving is equal to PDSP FC minus SC by FC. FC is nothing but full carrier. Double sideband full carrier minus double sideband suppressed carrier by full carrier into 100. This is the formula for calculating percentage of power in DSB-SC. So PC is equal to 1 plus mu square by 2 is the equation for the full carrier DSB-SC. If you see the same equation for suppressed, you see only mu square by 2. Okay, so this is by 1 plus mu square by 2. So when you divide, so when you do So max, it's all about max PC plus PC mu square. Every term is multiplied with PC, then you get this equation. Again doing simplification, finally you get 2 by 2 plus mu square into 100. So this is the power equation, and we will see the angular modulation. Next topic is angular modulation. So what is angular modulation? Here the phase of the carrier is changing with respect to time. Okay, we have seen amplitude, we have seen frequency. Now will see the angular modulation. Here the angle is nothing but the phase. So S of t is equal to AC cos theta by 2, theta by t, where theta is the phase angle. Okay, when you write this into in form of f delta t, 1 by 2 pi delta t plus t delta t minus t, where delta t is the change in the phase with respect to time. So this is a basic equation. Just you had to have a glance. No need for just for a glance we have taken. Just from this we will get the theta value. Theta of t is equal to pi fc of 2 pi fc t plus phi c of t. Okay. Now phase modulation f is k, theta by 2 is equal to 2 plus kp, where kp is a, where ka is the amplitude sensitivity, what we used to say in amplitude. Here also it is phase sensitivity. Okay, so theta of t is equal to 2 pi fc t plus kp m of t. S of t is equal to ac cos theta by t, theta. Okay, so ac cos 2 pi fc of t, just you substitute this in the standard equation of a phase angle. How we have a standard equation, AC cos theta by 2 plus kp into ka into m of t in am, the same value in the phase where we are having only theta by 2. Just substitute the theta value in the signal in this s of t, you will get. So this is the standard equation s of AC cos 2 pi fc of t plus kp m of t. So this is FM modulation. Fi of t is equal to Fc plus Kfm of t in for frequency, and this is for phase. Just in order to know the difference, just I am writing. Okay. So these values are very important. I mean to say this equations, or whatever the power equations. Okay. And about the modulations also, DSBSC, how there is coherent detection of DSBSC is generated, everything. Once you have a glance, if any doubts, please let me know. Thank you.